The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now this defense for the Commanders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Giants at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Levis from the gun.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Play action now. Levis. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now Levis.
He completes it to Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They'll throw it again with Levis.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 42.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
Well, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Play action. It's Jackson.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Here comes Dortch on the return.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Option play. Here's Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, these two teams did meet in our nation's capital earlier this season with Washington picking up the win at Commanders Field. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Giants are going to get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
454. Levis back to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back to throw, it's Levis. Another catch there for Waddle. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
0-0. Tracy. 22 Linda.
Levis looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They go play action with Jackson. That finds the former Raven, Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Now Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Jackson now.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here's Levis.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
56 yards.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Washington.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Douglas, the man in motion.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Levis to throw it.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Levis.
This one caught by Kittle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
49. And 24, Linda. Flag 18.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go.
And Levis going back to the air.
To Mixon on the check down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
Mike 49.
Levis sets up to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington.
Bijan Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Levis now off of play action. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Sheds off the tackle.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now Levis. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Levis. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked up by Foyesade Anuikin.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Bijan Robinson
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Greg Dortch returning. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control.
Well, the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Right 54.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Levis back to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
Only able to gain a couple there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 37. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Levis looking to throw. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Back to throw, it's Levis. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
54, Mike 54.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Mike 54. Diamond.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis dumps it off to Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Zero.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Santos with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Omar, ready? Let's go.
And they take a knee.
Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.